Wow, family. Man has enough respect. Man has enough respect. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. My question is what the Prime Minister is thinking. I'm going to give you an argument, people. And you tell me if I'm wrong. All right? Based on my observation, my opinion. All right? People, what is the Prime Minister thinking? Now, on the world stage, them have us away as dirty. Me know that, right? We're corrupt, with this, with that, we're full of crime. We understand that. Self-inflicted wound as Jamaicans. We bring that onto ourselves. But what is the Prime Minister thinking? You travel overseas, and listen to me, people. You travel overseas, there's a bombshell news dropped back in your own country about corruption and your name. When you look all over the world, in all the news, it's there. People, if you check all the news, like worldwide, the news is there that the Prime Minister is mixed up in this thing and, referred for prosecution. It's all over the world. So everybody watch the Prime Minister every move now. Remember, he's overseas. And everybody watch the Prime Minister every move as he come back to Jamaica. So when the Prime Minister come back to Jamaica and the group of labor rights go meet him to lift up his spirit or whatever, and them know so that is damning. The first thing that the Prime Minister do, remember, the world is watching what the Prime Minister is going to do when he go back. The first thing we see the Prime Minister do is what? Attack the Integrity Commission. No, people, it's not a good look. The world is watching you. Hot news, still hot. And while the world is looking on, the Prime Minister couldn't wait. I think is a level of arrogance or ignorance. Why the Prime Minister would, as him come back, the first time him grab a mic, him come back and attack the Integrity Commission. The same people who write the report, the same people who find him in all this entanglement. And the thing that we find out that they have a problem with, this is what me think they have a problem with, is that both reports should have been out at the same time. Like the first report that we get, and the one that cleared the Prime Minister. So-called, it really didn't clear him, because in the report that we read, it didn't clear him. They say, though there is sufficient evidence to charge the Prime Minister, and choose not to. So it's still not cleared, in my view. You understand me? So what me hear them have a beef with, say, so right, they knew that the Prime Minister was already cleared. Why didn't they put both of them out the one time? They're just trying to do that, to have a maximum damage effect or something like that. So the labor right is mad because both didn't go out at the same time. But even if both went out at the same time, we would see right through it. It would be damaged same way. I would have still say the end result is not sufficient. For him not to be charged for anything, the public would have still cry out on that. So, you understand what I say, people? So that's what them zeroing on. But that's not the problem. What they're zeroing on is that this report came to light anyway. We shouldn't see it. We shouldn't see it. So my thing is, what is the Prime Minister thinking? You're coming from overseas. This news make world news. So you're coming back home. The world is watching, The world is watching. And the first thing the Prime Minister do is to attack the Integrity commission that do the work that they were employed to do, attack them. How you think the world feel, family? Tell me in the comment section. How you think the world feel about this? How you think the world is looking at us right now? Well, the first time you go back to Jamaica is like the attack and see the PSOJ, all the labor right them, everybody come out and attack. PSOJ did not come out and tell the Prime Minister to release his statutory declaration, declare his asset. You know, the rest of labor did not come out and encourage the Prime Minister to declare his asset. But when it comes to something like this, everybody is so loud. And in a plain sight, in the world view, they might hammer the Integrity Commission. People, whether them wrong or them right, because I think the Integrity Commission, I think the whole of them corrupt. Everything. I don't think we don't trust none of them. But look what they're doing in a plain sight. As you come back from overseas, it's like you get ready to take a demolition hammer to the Integrity Commission. I want to know that the Integrity Commission is gagged. There's gag order. There's a gag order and the Integrity Commission. So there's gag order and the Integrity Commission. Why have an Integrity Commission in the first place, my people? Why? Why do we have Integrity Commission in the first place if we're going to put gag order on them? I mean, can you tell me? What kind of work can they do effectively for the nation? That means they want an Integrity Commission that serve them. I want to understand the type of level of corruption in our country, my people. That even the Prime Minister come back, you feel bad and bruised. So they might take a demolition hammer to the Integrity Commission that is already gagged. There is already a gag order on the Integrity Commission. So what they're going to do? Put more gag order on the Integrity Commission? If they even was going to move towards something like that, people, they should have been quiet, at least wait a little bit. They didn't wait. The Prime Minister now thinks the world will watch. So why am I doing when he go? We'll see what I'm going to do. What he's going to do when he goes back to Jamaica. The first thing, man, go to Integrity Commission. So basically, you're going to fix this Integrity Commission to suit you. You're going to set it where them cannot come back out and tell me anything. We're going to put more fence around the Integrity Commission. Are you going to be transparent now? What are we going to do here? I want to understand the country that we are in the plain view of the world. By the Prime Minister come back the same day. I'm like, say, well, I may have work to do. I may have to go attack them, Integrity Commission. Nothing else, people. Today, I got them depend. Straight. They not stop. The Labour Party, they not stop. Gone for the Integrity Commission, some Trumpism. How much time I tell the people? For the Integrity Commission, people. The people who investigate Andrew Onis. They've gone for the people who investigate him. The first time the people want to understand what is going on in the country. The Prime Minister couldn't wait while the world is watching. We don't know what I'm thinking of people. It don't make the country look good. And don't make the integrity of the Prime Minister look good either. If this report come out, chill. You come back to Jamaica, chill out. Put your head down, go on do your work, do your thing. You know, come back on the first order of business is to attack the Integrity Commission. Because it seems the Integrity Commission, they never put out both reports at the same time. The one that said no charges, because they know that there were no charges from early on, right? So they must say they should have put the one out together. The story of the corruption plus the one that said no charges will be laid on the Prime Minister. And since the Integrity Commission did not do that now, at them commit the crime. At them did give the contract in millions of dollars. At them. I want if I understand the deflect. None of the jail people say make me do the right thing, for the country. Them sit down in there, pressuring Integrity Commission, all of them, right before the world, people. The world is watching. The world is watching. Do you think it's a good look? You tell me, my people. While the world is watching, these people that beat up them own people who investigate them corruption. It's like some dictator, where the country I go. I want the people where the country is going. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here if the man at the top, there's no bottom? Where do we go from here, people? As a nation? As for me, I'm going to keep speaking and standing up. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to expect you guys to do the same. Don't give up. Yeah, the troubles are many. And then when you get weary and give up, I say, man, we can't bother. In a world like that, people, stay strong. Can I say every day leaf I got water bottom in one day it's rotten? Not true. All right. People, let's look. The world is watching. Then they are Jamaica right now. I work hard. Looking at the news. Every one of them, everybody are come out. Everybody mix up in the corruption, Everybody look at them fear something. They fear that for them name might come out next. So they have great incentive in this, They have reason to come out, come beat Integrity Commission. Because them think say them name might come out next. In a corruption like this. People, Integrity Commission, not really work at Jamaica. It's like nothing. Think about the master people. Think about it. The Integrity Commission, no work in my country. No work. Because a long time them have these reports sit down now. Look how long them investigate the Prime Minister. And we did not know this the election that run. We never know so I saw the Prime Minister role to give the people. I mean when all the people support him would have supported him if them know all of this what I do. But no, Integrity Commission all that hold that family. Because I guess then again people them said them can't tell the public until it's tabled in Parliament. And I guess Parliament decide to Integrity Commission, Gaga and them people can't come out with nothing in the public. So politicians can be held accountable and keep them straight. You understand what I'm talking about? So as the man come back, demolition hammer. You run up your mouth. You forget fire. You forget fire. Yeah, you forget fire. Get rid of him. Yeah, fire him and be fired. Step down and be fired. Mo wouldn't step down. Me that make them fire me. And we are fighting a court. Me wouldn't step down. Me that make them fire me. What is the big deal? When I put it out now or I put it out later, it's the same effect. What is the big deal? What am I over? Wouldn't be the same results? So the Prime Minister did what he did? Come on, man. So here we go now. First order of business. When the Prime Minister come off of the plane. Straight to the Integrity Commission. I will tell if you do it. I will tell if you do it. Bruise my ego. You know someone like a pastor? You know someone like a boy if you tell me something, madam, I go on the bed for them? You know boy come a station, come tell me sorry. I'll pastor me lock up. My skin thin. So as man come off a plane. So that's all I have to tell the people. Let me ask, what is our Prime Minister thinking? Because if me gonna make a move like this, me wouldn't just do it. Straight off. We come off of the plane hot. And I even talk about it. We wouldn't say nothing. We wouldn't say nothing. Yes, me that. You understand me? If he even think about that, people. He never have to say nothing, He never have to do it right away either. Wait a little bit now, man. Who not pay a brush? My people. Facebook, big up on yourself, you know. Check me over YouTube, Jamaican Carlos TV. Come on over. Yeah, man. Man, I got respect. People, like me I say, if the man did wanted to do that, the man should just go right away and do it. Brawling. Just wait, no man. If it was me, I may have that. Say, boy, I'm going to this and that, I may hurt, I'm going to change up some stuff. You know, even though it shouldn't be happening because them do them work and you're exposed. So because you get exposed on the world, while the world is watching, because the news make the world, so everybody I see what go on and I watch what Andrew Owners are doing and go home. All the neighbor islands, them are watching now. The world are watch. So Mr. Prime Minister, he's home now. So let's see what the Prime Minister is about. And when they look in the news, all them see, the Integrity Commission turn battering ramp. Putting the pressure upon them. The people that do investigation. But the fact still remains, say, in the document, everything when the Prime Minister do in there. Everything when the wrongs in the thing. You know, clear from that. Them just decide not to charge you. But everything where do all the actions still there. So even if it come out with the actions still there and down about them, they say, boy, no charges. The people are still angry. But no. I blame the Integrity Commission and I politicize it now and say, man a PNP and man go talk with news and all that stuff. People, watch it. Jamaica turn a dictator or something. Me no know. The country not look good at this point. The country not look good, me say people. We not look good to the world. We look like we are going more and more in a corruption. Then we have the SSL saga. Then I hear say, home girl take the money to help out SSL because they have money problem. These are the type of good things that go on an allegation and circle around in. You know? Woman get arrested and charged now. Charged and arrested. They hold her, you know, in a jail. Put her somewhere, I don't know. But the bigger man them is nowhere to be found. Them freeze our asset, you know. Yeah, man, the woman that walk on a wheelchair. Yeah, man, them freeze our asset. But the big man, them own the thing and control the levers and drive. Then thing just freeze. What a thing. So it like a she take everything. It like she'll take the rap. One man have to take one for the team. You like she a team player, me don't know. You see, one thing that bother me and stand out to me, you know, is when she first come out and say she guilty of everything. Me guilty of this, that, and the other. No, this is how me thief the money. No, me pinch up this every Friday night. Every Thursday, me take a piece of this. And me take a piece on Mondays. No. And she come out and she tell everything. Oh, she this and that to the public. And it kind of throw me off. And I say, who could have come out and, before even go to court and say, so and so and so, you come out and say me guilty. You like somebody that push you out, did somebody force you, did somebody coerce you. And if you understand what I say, what? Me never see that yet in a crime happen with nobody. We do anything. No matter what kind of crime. Nobody just come out and just write one long something about a graph, a show diagram, and all them thing then how you, I mean, that thing there, I mean, something wrong with that thing there to me. That's a presentation. You understand me? That is a presentation to me. That is not a fess up letter. That's just that's a presentation without a graph in it and everything. You understand me? So people are saying something might happen to her in a jail. They might take her out and all them stuff, you know. So you know the place run. So social media watch, the people are watch. We have to see what are going on. We love a place. A lot of skullduggery are going on Jamaica. Jamaica murky. The people them stress out. Jamaica people are so stressed out, you see. Jamaican people are very stressed out. Have you talked to the Jamaican people lately? Them stress out. The people stress. The place is in a one tension there in Jamaica. We can feel it from here, so. And when I talk to the people, and that I hear from them. And I can feel the tension in my country from here, so based on this. No, for no reason. For no reason. We already have the crime about that way. Then the government are pressure we. It's like for no reason. It's like people can't come up for nothing. Too much pressure on Jamaican people. Too much pressure on the people. I hope the Prime Minister do the right thing. We don't know when I do the right thing. The first thing the Prime Minister come back him should do, and declare his asset. You know, come back and beat up Integrity Commission. Come back and declare assets. Do the right thing. Sign the code of conduct. But before you do all them things, you turn bad man and bully, in my opinion. And they're going to the commission, claim that you're going to change the act. So you're going to do tweak, tailor the act for you. That's what you're going to do. Tailor, make it tailor-made for you and your cabinet. I mean, like, seriously. Because you forgot to put that part in. You forgot to put that part in, so you're going to do it now. Eh? I understand that, people. That part slip, you know, so that get to come out. So, you understand me, people? So now, they might put something in there for block that part there up. You have what? Have it more tailor-made for the corruption. It can't see that more. We just don't want transparency. You know? We just don't want transparency, family. And that we are seek. We don't seek transparency. We look around here. Man, is that, I mean, got out the country, we now look to serve the people. Serve the people, man. Serve the people right. Just going to be serving ourselves. Because people in the office and ship stuff coming out of the country. So share all of rights and all type of stuff in the country while they're in the office. They do people work. The people have elect you to take care of that. Our work. Not to take care of some other stuff and you can't hardly take care of your work. Too much nonsense are going on in my country, people. And it all come back down to the people. The people, them stress out in Jamaica. Them stress out, ask anybody. Them stress out. Mighty God, man. Stress out the people, them, man. So, me that love if the Prime Minister do the right thing. They come back, declare asset. Just do the right thing. They never charge you. It's all right. May I come back and may I do the right thing. May I declare my asset. Set an example in your cabinet. Sign the code of conduct, declare your asset. So this tell me, how many other cabinet member under Andrew Honest not declare them asset? Can the boss not do it? How many of them do not sign them code of conduct because the boss not do it? They not enforce it. Mark Golden said him and the theme people them sign those things. Something enforce on theme side. But if they look at the Prime Minister side, no. And the JLP then. If the Prime Minister has not signed the code of conduct, you believe the rest of members them in the party, you think them sign the code of conduct? If you don't declare him asset, you think the rest of people them declare asset, or nobody worry about declaring an asset around there being honest? And just wanted to know what is going on here with all the stuff that you see the Prime Minister did with his friend business and the tie-up stuff. I just believe my definition of it is just giving yourself job, work, money, right back to your pocket. But all that took place before the Prime Minister was a Prime Minister. He was in the Ministry of Health. of education rather. He was a minister of education. He did not have the power that him have now. But he was doing that back then. Big stuff. And when he back then he owned a lot of stuff. When he listen 18 degrees north, according to 18 degrees north, they own a lot of stuff and no mortgage. That means that all them house and land and all them property, buy them cash as a minister. No mortgage. You guys watch 18 degrees north? Watch it. So all these property, man, world for property in the people. Several property good. And all of them listed with no mortgage, right? So it tells me that everything is bought cash. Millions of dollars while they're a ministry of education. You know, rich prime minister yet, you know. So you're already rich before you become prime minister with less power. So you have more power now. You are prime minister. So now you're super rich. So what I'm saying that, is there any investigation since the prime minister hold office till now? That if there's any chance of what him did and was doing before becoming a prime minister, since somebody know about that and they were investigating. Because somebody got to be investigating. Because if somebody knows, say, me did that before me have certain power. And the same body of people know that. Remember, we, the public, did not know that the prime minister was under investigation. So the same body of people, the Integrity Commission, do you think they might be still investigating the prime minister? Because remember, you know, he was doing what he was doing back over there, so when he was education minister. So now he's the prime minister. And him have a certain habit from being from when he was education minister. Now my prime minister has more power, more money, more power, more everything. What is he doing in office? Is he an honest man in office? Is he doing the right thing? You know, when people say him own trucks in the backside mine, are these lies? A lot of stuff we are hearing of people. So much. Are these lies? Are the rumors spreading all around? You know? So, is there an investigation going on right now? Because it's the same man in office, the same health minister, the education minister rather, turned prime minister. You know, and we know what happened to the last education minister, Mr. Reed. Yes, and we all know about his case, you know. So the world is watching, people. The funniest thing, it does make the brand Jamaica look bad. Jamaica is a brand, you know. Jamaica is a serious brand. It make the brand Jamaica look bad. Like we all are techers and choppers and nothing no go so. You know? Anyway, people, like I said, I wish the prime minister didn't just go at it like that, go to the jugular of the commissioner. Jugular them I go for. You need to get fire. You need to go or that them I say no. He need to resign, step down, or they will fire him. They will fire him. I will make them fire me. Yes, I will make them fire me for doing my job. Think about the world is looking at the prime minister going home after a report. Think about this. Think about if it was US president, Canada prime minister, or Britain. Think about if it's a report like this. And the first them attack the people who do the work. Think about any country in the world. They must have something you expect Putin to do. If Putin them thing and Jan-un and China, you say, okay, you know, and nothing, right? You expect them people to do that. But think about Jamaica as a democratic country. It's not no Putin country and none of that, you know. And there's a report out, bad report on the prime minister. And because he not like it, he gone for the jugular of the integrity commissioner in the eyes of the world. After this hot report is out there on the prime minister, and the world is watching the prime minister's first speech he gonna make when he go back home. So the first speech the Prime Minister made, him have the Integrity Commission in it. What I'm gonna do, the Integrity Commission Act. That shouldn't be their first speech, people. It should be their second speech. But since him come every day, everywhere, appear hammer to the Integrity Commissioner in the eyes of the world. That's why I ask, what is the Prime Minister thinking? Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in right here. I'm always a student in your guys' class. So make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. For the first time over Yasso, go ahead and subscribe. And continue. Hit the bell and get on the live, family. Manners and respect. Talk to you guys later. Peace.